KVUE News Daybreak starts right now.
Well, the reality behind sex education, how an Austin doctor is hoping to reach out to kids about the dangers of sexually transmitted diseases.
All this month on Daybreak, we are taking a look at issues facing students and parents as they head back to school. And today we're taking a look at sex education in school and an Austin doctor whose ideas are getting some attention. Dr. Jill Grimes is a family practitioner in Westlake. She's written a book called Seductive Delusions, How Everyday People Catch STDs. And she is with us this morning. Good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us why you have taken such an interest in this. I mean, you're a general practitioner, a family doctor.
Right. Well, I wish I didn't have to take an interest, but I have an interest in it because what we're doing isn't working. And with 1 in 4 Americans over the age of 12 having an STD, we really need to change what we're doing.
So you see these kids, these preteens sometimes, they're telling you their stories, and you decided to write them all down in a book.
Yes, because doctors see the same stories over and over again. It's not a surprise to us, and yet every person that we diagnose with an STD looks at us with just shock. And how could this happen to me?
Yeah.
But it does.
Right, and you go through the process. You have several stories in here. You can start at the beginning, the middle, the end, wherever. I just started in the middle, and there was a kid who had chlamydia.
Yes.
And he was waiting for the diagnosis and talking about his apprehensions with his girlfriend and all the things that come into that, you know, the thought process as they go through the process of finding out, yes, indeed, that's what you have, you know.
Right, and the nice thing is that if you read through the stories, you kind of know what to expect. If you have some symptoms and you're not sure, you can flip through and you can look at the facts sections and check that out. But mainly from the stories, you know what to expect when you go in. You know what you're going to be asked. You know what is going to happen.
And why do you think this approach is helpful with teenagers?
Because stories are more powerful than statistics. What makes a bigger impact on you? Reading about delivering a baby or watching an episode on Grey's Anatomy or ER where you see it happen and you experience it and you have the emotions along with it? You remember the story much more. We're doing the facts and figures in the classroom, but we haven't been doing the stories.
And this is a reality check for parents, too, who may not know the reality of what's going on out there.
Yes. It's a really good way to update your own knowledge about the STDs that are out there so that you can educate your child.
Now, I hear that the San Antonio school system has decided to adopt your book into their sex ed curriculum. Were you surprised when they approached you about that?
I was really pleased with it, actually. In fact, it's the school district that I went to when I was growing up. And it's terrific. They have it's the Northeast Independent School District in San Antonio, the 8th largest school district in Texas, and they have a whole program called Big Decisions where they talk to 9th graders about everything from nutrition to internet, being internet savvy and learning all about that, to sex education and sexually transmittable diseases. And they were thrilled because same thing, the teachers are, you know, this is an awkward topic. People don't want to talk about it. The teachers aren't thrilled about teaching it. But when you have stories and you can engage the kids in it and they're interested, makes for much better learning.
Right, you have a dialogue. Do you know kids like this? Do you have friends like this who are doing this, or had this happen to them? Or?
And it's, you know, it's a quarterback. It's a cheerleader. You know, it's not just those people over there.
It's an interesting read for parents too. We appreciate it, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Dr. Jill Grimes. Again, her new book is called Seductive Delusions. Today on Midday,